My name is Neil Dawson and I live in Hassocks. We chose a home euthanasia service because we said that we would look after our cat as much as we possibly could, and when she got ill we did everything for her while she was alive, and we decided that we would do what we could for her when she got poorly, and one of those things was to make sure that when her final day came around that we would have her put to sleep at home in the comfort of her own home. And she hated the journey to the vets in the car, so we decided that we would have a vet visit us at home. Goblin came into our lives about 16 years ago. We decided to get a cat, and one of our friends had a litter of kittens. There were 3 left when we went to visit. We decided on Ozzy, who is Goblin's sister. But while we were there, Goblin was watching horse racing on the television, and she was going around the back of the television to try and find out where the horses were. And she was just so cute, and we had to take her home. So we took Ozzy and Goblin home, and we took made sure that the 2 sisters actually stayed together. Goblin was a pretty amazing cat, really. She was ever dependable. She was always there when you woke up in the morning. She was often there during the night, wanting to have some food as well and some attention. She was always there when we got home, waiting at the door for us. Very playful, very loving. She always wanted to spend time with you and sit down and cuddle you in the evening. She was your best friend, really. It was around 2 years ago when she developed hypothyroid, which meant that we had to give her tablets twice a day. And we treated her for the hypothyroid all the way through to the end of her life. But about 6 months ago, she also got diabetes, which meant that we injected her twice a day. So we knew that the end was coming close with those 2 illnesses together, and the accumulation of the 2 illnesses meant that her kidneys started to fail. So during the last visit to the vets, we knew that it was probably getting time that we had to say goodbye to her. So that was when we decided that we were going to spend our last week with her, and that's when we decided to contact Vets2Home. Once we'd made the really hard decision, we found Vets2Home's details online, and we gave Susan a call, and she talked us through exactly what would happen. She was very friendly, very sympathetic, and obviously understood everything that we were going through. On the day when Goblin actually went to sleep, it was a difficult day, obviously, but it was made a little bit easier by the fact that it actually happened at home. She was lying on her favourite blanket, and we got to fuss her, and there was no stress of getting in the car and going to the vets. The vet who visited us was very sympathetic. He was very gentle, and he obviously knew what we were going through. He was very patient throughout the process, and gave us all the time that we needed to spend with Goblin through her last minutes, and after he'd actually given her the injection as well. I would certainly recommend the Vets2Home service for anyone. It's a really tough decision to come to, and it's a really hard day when it actually happens. But having it happen at home takes away the stress for you and your pet, and it makes that day just a little bit easier.